Alright, everybody. Are we ready to continue with the foreign news before I cover something more domestic? Here we go. From Rupley, it says, Civil War or Bright Future? Sweden beckons more migrants with Land of Benefits website, as ex-Scania CEO predicts grave conflict. Sweden is beckoning even more migrants with a government website advertising its generous benefit system. Excuse me again. While the former CEO of automaker Scania warns that a glut of foreigners is pushing the country towards civil war. Sweden, SE, a government-run website, entices migrants to make the journey north and details the benefits they can receive, boasting the world's longest parental leave, though most new arrivals from the Middle East and Africa remain unemployed. Sweden also offers free health and dental care to immigrants as well as sizable child allowances, which the website calculates for a family with 6 children. The site, operated by the Swedish Institute, or SI, is available in 4 languages: English, Chinese, Russian, and Arabic. While the English version offers the usual tourism industry listicles on 10 Swedish myths uncovered and 20 things to know before moving to Sweden, the Arabic version prominently features sections on benefits, acquiring work permits, and the rights of the child, including the right to education in their mother tongue. Well, I can't really say that this is true because I don't speak Arabic, so I'm just going to have to take their word for it. Believe me, I don't feel very good about it, but this is a verified source. All of their articles have proven to be correct so far. And they're not even assimilating these people into Swedish culture. You know what that's going to cause. That's going to cause a clash of values. That's going to cause opposition. Go figure. But anyway, Per-Arne Wikström, SE's head of communications, defended Stockholm's creation. I have no problem with showing off that Sweden is a welfare country. We have a system that arouses interest, he told TV4 on Monday, as politicians eviscerated the site for enticing even more migrants, needy yet internet connected, into a country already overburdened with benefit seekers. Incredible, the government's own authority markets Sweden abroad as a generous grant country, tweeted Elizabeth Svantesson, economic policy spokesperson of the Moderate Party, while party leader Ulf Kristersson slammed the page for sending a completely wrong signal about Sweden. Already, some 94% of migrants who came to Sweden in 2015 to seek asylum take state benefits, according to Swedish news outlet Aftonbladet, a situation which has nearly bankrupted municipalities like Bengtsfors and Filipstad. With almost 420,000 asylum seekers arriving in the country since 2011, and a total over 920,000 immigrants, the country with less than 10 million inhabitants is struggling to accommodate the new arrivals. What Sweden needs is quotas in the welfare system and a strict migration policy for a long time to come, Swanson continued. Yeah, go figure. You don't have infinite money. There's no magic money tree that makes this all affordable. Surprise, surprise, a bunch of migrants start showing up, and now you have less money. Good job, Sweden. That's fiscal responsibility for you, am I right? But the cultural divide between native Swedes and new arrivals from the Middle East and Africa is too great to bridge in a single generation. Former Scania CEO Leif Ostling told Swedish outlet Sweb TV on Saturday. He warned that clashes between migrants and locals, which have already turned some areas into no-go zones, where even the police fear to tread, could spiral into internal wars, requiring the military to get involved. The future is grim for Sweden's economy, Ostling continued, and it's because we've taken in far too many people from outside, with no thought toward whether they would be able to assimilate and acclimatize to Sweden's incredibly complicated society. Those who come from the Middle East and Africa live in a society that we left almost 100 years ago. Many corporate executives share his views. Ostling said that, but they are afraid to speak up for fear of hurting their companies. Sweden has long had a reputation as a country that is welcoming to migrants, and its government appears determined to keep up that image. Yeah, and it's going to kill them. These people can't get along because their values are just too different from each other. They're in complete opposition, and their economy cannot support this many people seeking welfare. And surprise, surprise, when you give people free money, what incentive do they have to get a job and work? The answer, of course, being none. This should not have come as a surprise to anyone. It certainly doesn't come as a surprise to me. This is pretty much par for the course. This is why a weak border policy or weak migration policy is literally going to be the death of whatever country you happen to be running. Plain and simple. This will be the death of Sweden. Unless they can change their policy and send some of the folks back home and make a more rational quota instead of worrying about how you look to the rest of the world, there will be no Sweden. Anyway, peace.